Hey guys, Brad M73 here. Welcome to Star Citizen and day 3 of the Invictus launch week. There it is. We've got Crusader, MISC, Mirai. What were the other brands that popped up here? Come on, MISC, Mirai, and Tumbril. Tumbril, that's right. So let's check out the floor haul. I think the only thing on this haul that's new today is the what are those things called? The new Pulse hover bikes, but we'll kind of take a look and see. Invictus launch week 2954. Guys and gals, if you enjoy the video, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe for this and many more videos. Today we've got the convention hall up on the main show floor. We've got the C2, A2, and M2 Crusader Hercules. All three variants. We also have the Crusader Ares, the Inferno, and the Ion. In the MISC halls, we've got the Mirai Fury MX and the standard Fury. We've got, let's see, what else? The Mirai Pulse, which is the new hover bike. We'll take a look at that. The MISC Razor, Freelancer MISC, Reliant Tana, and the Starfarer. Also in hall number 2, we've got the Crusader Spirit A1 and C1, as well as the Mercury Star Runner. Actually, I think there's 2 Star Runners in there. On the lower level, we've got all the Tumbril stuff, so all the Cyclones except for the civilian variants, the Tumbril Nova, the Tumbril Storms, and then the in the Holo Suite, we've got the Ranger. We're still having some of those pausing issues, I should say. And I was kind of hoping that, I had my fingers crossed that they would have that performance issue ironed out. I'm still getting it a little bit, but it's not as bad as it was the other day. So here is the the Ares Ion. This is the big laser cannon version. I think it's a size 7 cannon. Yeah, we're getting the stuttering there. I'm so sorry, guys. It's not my computer. It's just the game. Straight back is the C2. I think the A2 is on the left and the M2 is on the right. So, yeah, way back here, that's the C2. I believe that's the A2 on the left, and the M2 military variant is on the right. And then we've got the Ares Inferno, which has the gigantic ballistic auto cannon on there, and that is a size 7. That thing packs a huge punch. And we've got some more stuttering there. Sorry, guys. For the most part, the M2 and the C2 are almost identical. The M2 has more armor. The C2, because it's lighter, has a higher cargo capacity. I think the M2, it's got the chin turret. I don't think the A2 has, or the C2 has that. The A2 does, but the cool thing about the A2, and this is a very expensive variant. I don't know really why they charge so much for it. It's like $700 or $800, I think. But you've got the big nukes in here, and these things will like obliterate anything within a very large radius on the ground, so long as you land the hit properly. Aside from the components, I think that's everything in the main hall. Let's go over, we'll take a look at the rest of the Crusader ships. Then we'll come around, we'll take a look at all the Tumbril stuff, and then we'll finish things off in the MISC Mirai hall, leaving the Pulse for last. Don't forget, if you are brand new to Star Citizen and you want to give Star Citizen a try during the free fly event, you can use my referral link down in the video description. Create a completely free account, and that'll get you into the free fly until May 30th, 2024. If you decide to actually buy a pledge, like one of the game packages, you will actually get an extra 5,000 Alpha UEC to help get you started. That's like the in-game currency in the game, and it's kind of a big thank you from me as well. So we've got the C1. Yeah, this is the cargo variant of the C1, or the Crusader Spirit line. And then I think this one's the A1. This is the bomber variant. And then there's an E1. It's going to be like an executive edition, or executive transport edition. That one's still not out yet. I was kind of hoping they would have that out by now, but they don't. But you've got some pretty big bombs in here. They're not as big as the bombs on the A2, the big nukes. You only get 4 of those bombs. You get 10 of these smaller bombs. But these still are pretty powerful. But you have to be a little bit more precise with them. And then next up is the tried and true Mercury Star Runner. This one's been around for quite a while now. Arguably one of my favorite ships. Let's see, let's get the camera angle. It's just a really cool looking ship. Makes a really good runabout. You can, you've got cargo here in the back. This is actually the rear ramp of one. What's going on with the sound? It's quite significant. I don't know if we can turn the lights on in this one or not. Come on. Is that the lights coming on? Or no? I can't really tell. It's kind of dark in here. But I mean, you can fit an Ursa rover. You can fit quite a few vehicles. You can't get the tank in here, I don't think. But yeah, the Ursa rovers, all the Cyclones, and then all the smaller rovers and hover bikes fit in here without a problem. I would say, if you're kind of like a Star Trek or Star Wars nerd, and I meant Star Wars, not Star Trek, this is probably the ship that's closest to the Millennium Falcon. It's got a bottom turret manned right there. It also has a top turret up there that's manned as well. And but it's only got 2 seats in the front. It doesn't have 4. But yeah, it's very, very close to the Millennium Falcon. And I don't think it's terribly expensive, like 250 bucks or something like that. I don't recall the price off the top of my head. But I was like, yes, when it comes out, I have to have one. I actually have a 3D printed model of it that I've I assembled and painted myself. I'll try to remember to include a picture with this video because it's pretty neat. All right, so next we're gonna go down to the lower floor and we're gonna check out the Tumbril exhibit. And coming down the stairs, we're gonna see the Tumbril Nova tank on our right. And then we'll see the line of Tumbril Cyclones on our left. So here's the Tumbril Nova tank. 2, I think 3 crew members can operate this. You can kind of do it single player. There's the turret gunner seat. And you've got a pilot and a co-pilot that doesn't really do anything right now, but in the future he will. We've got the Tumbril M2, or multi-turret, or the Tumbril Cyclone, sorry, multi-turret. This one's got the autocannon and the missile launchers. This one's just the Cyclone AA, which has a rack of air-to-air or ground-to-air missiles, or anti-air missiles, I guess. I think there's only 4 missiles. I don't know if we can even see down in there. Can I get... Let's see. I want to try to get on top of this thing to see. I don't know. Maybe it's only got 2 missiles. No, it looks like it only has 2 missiles. I thought this thing had 4. Or maybe there's 6. Maybe those are spare missile pods or something. And somehow it reloads itself. This is also a really good one here, which is the Tumbril Cyclone TR. And this one's got the basically like a ballistic autocannon or minigun up on the top, and it's pretty cool to have around as well. The downside is this one runs out of ammo. I think the TR has ballistic ammo too, but it's actually been a while since I've shot one of those, so I don't really remember. Last but not least, the Cyclone RN. This is like the Recon version. It's got a sensor suite, which doesn't really have a gameplay element to it yet, but it will at some time in the future. And here's your rental terminals here. You can come up to any of these. The rentals will pop up. And actually, since I don't own a Cyclone MT, I know, right? I'm going to rent one for a couple days. I'm going to go out and try it out later. Because I'm like, do I want to buy one of these, or am I just going to wait until it's in-game? We're starting to get the really horrible pausing and lagging again. Let's go back here and check out the, what is this? The Tumbril Ranger. This is like the motorcycle version. It's kind of like Batman's Batmo bike. It's because it's not the Batmobile. It's like the Batmo bike or the Bat Cycle. And I think, yeah, it's the same on either side. It's kind of a weird choice that they did two of these, but whatever. It is what it is. Cyclone's Nova Tank, and then the Storm and the Storm AA. So we've got the Storm tank here. It's just a single occupant tank. You've got the... It's going to be opened up here. Oh, don't get inside. No, it's eating me. Oh, I can't even go. Oh, it ate me. Nom, 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 nom. Let's try to get out. Let's see if we can get out now. It's going to spit me out there. All right. Give me back FPS. There we go. And then the Storm AA, similar concept, but it just has anti-air missile pods in the back. So, yeah. Very cool, futuristic looking tanks. I actually thought that this would be a hover tank, but it's not. It's tracked. All right, last but not least, we are going to run to the MISC/Mirai haul. And we're still getting some hitching and freezing. And again, there's nothing I can really do about it. This might have something to do with it. All of the NPCs getting bottled up like that. Come on. Anytime you see it freeze, that's just the game. I'm sorry. Sorry. Trust me, it makes me just as mad. All right, so the big monster in the back there is the MISC Starfarer Gemini. That's the refueling variant of the Starfarer. So there's the Starfarer and then the Starfarer Gemini, which is the military version. We've got the Fury Snub Fighter here. Yeah, this is just the base Fury here with the guns. It does have some missiles. And then you've got the missile version over here, and it looks like someone might be sitting inside of it. And it's really, really, really pausing a lot now. I'm so sorry. Oh, nobody's inside there. But that's got the shield down. Yeah, this is the Fury MX. I guess it's Missile Extreme. Maybe that's what that means. I don't know. We've got the Razor EX. I think this is like the Interceptor variant of the MISC. Wait, is that the... No, that's the Mirai. Oh, these are the Razors. Wait, this is what? This is not Mirai. This is... What is this? What are these things called? No, that is the Razor. That's under the Mirai brand now? Then that must not be the Interceptor. Wait, let's see what it says. Oh, it's the Stealth variant. Gosh, all I had to do was read. It's cheap. Look, it's 120,000 Alpha UEC. In-game, that's like dirt cheap. But it is considered a fighter. Yeah, yeah. But it's really small. It's kind of like an F1 fighter. These are also used as racing ships in Star Citizen. And then we've got the Mirai Pulse, which is the little hover bike. These just came out. Pick them up before they go off sale. They're $25 and they're LTI tokens. That's lifetime insurance. You can buy a bunch of these for 25 bucks and then upgrade them. You can actually CCU them or cross-chassis upgrade to a more expensive ship, and it carries the lifetime insurance over. So if there's a more expensive ship that you want that doesn't have lifetime insurance, you can use one of these as a ticket to upgrade to one of those. So last year, when the hover quads came out, they were $25 as well. I bought like probably 15 of them, 15 or 16. I bought a bunch of them, and I still have about 6 of those left. Actually, I might even have less. Anyway, we've got the Reliant Tana over here, which is your combat variant of the Reliant. Not too much here in the back. I think it's got a very small cargo grid right here, which is graphically bugged for some reason. Just a small interior, 2 bunks, a shower. Oh, they finally... The toilet works! Yay! There's your seats and the component access. And actually over on the other side is the Freelancer MISC from MISC. MISC meaning missile. So yeah, Freelancer MISC, not to be confused with MISC. I actually own one of these. It's one of my favorite ships in the game. They've changed it a little bit in recent years. It used to have the ballistic autocannons, and it would just eat anything alive. It really would do tons and tons of damage. It's still really good because it's got lots of shields. But they've gone to, I think these are actual like laser cannons or some kind of energy cannon. So they don't kind of grind things and shred things up like they used to. But they still have tons of missiles. So you can always launch a big missile volley at your adversary or your enemy. They're also a great armored runabout. They're really durable because it's the military variant, so there's a lot of armor. You do sacrifice a little bit in the back because, again, this is an armored, or, you know, like a missile ship, an armored missile ship. Here are your spare missile racks here, so you lose all of this space in this room for cargo, but you still have a decent cargo grid, and you can fit a lot of the smaller rovers in here as well. And then they've also updated the interior to have all of the components, quantum drive, and all that kind of stuff. I think last year and previous, they didn't have that. They just had walls there. They kind of had the spaces for the components. They just didn't have the components, if that makes sense. And then we've got the big, massive refueling ship. Let's see if we can get the ramp out here. No, the ramp doesn't work. Really? Wait, I wonder if it's invisible. Okay, let's try it. Let's see. Oops. I'm so afraid. Is the ramp invisible? Come on, I'm frozen. There we go. And the ramp is not there, so I guess it's a military ship. They're like, no access. Well, that's a first, because usually the ramp would work. Well, that's disappointing. I love the paint job on this, though. It's I think they had an old paint job years ago, and then they updated it, and they really did a great job when they updated it. Well, guys and gals, we're frozen again. We are done with day 3, and this is also day 4 of the Invictus launch week 2954. Yeah. And now I'll just close out here on the Starfarer and the new Mirai Pulses, since that's the new awesome ship of these 2 days of the expo. We'll see you back, what is it, next time? I think it's Aegis. I think the Aegis Hall, and then Anvil after that. And then Drake will be the final show. But that one will be over at the Spaceport, and they close these halls down for the rest of the show. So again, if you haven't tried Star Citizen yet, you can try it until May 30th, 2024. The link is down in the video description. It's my referral link. Just click that. That'll take you to a page. You can make a free account and then download the client, sign in, and you'll be able to play just like anybody else until the end of the Free Fly event. Take advantage of it, though, while you can. And even if you just want to try Star Citizen out to see how it runs on your PC, you know, give it a shot there as well. But like, share, comment, subscribe. We'll see you back in 2 days for more Star Citizen news. I'm Brad M73. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.